All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachach Kodash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's beloved elect, to the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Adawan Ratazah, this lesson will be edifying and most importantly, exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachach Kodash, and Tawada Abanawa, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachach Kodash. Forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, the famine of the word is near, okay? And I've noticed as of late, you've been having a lot of internet outages, a lot of censoring, and even difficulties uploading and posting videos within the body. I've had a video that's been uploading for about 2 days now, day. Then I tried to upload it again, so technically 2 days. And the Wadi Abba Shemal Shai, so I just went on break at work just to make sure I could still go live, And I see why Elder Pastor Har exhorted us to make a Rumble and an Odyssey account, which I have, I believe both, just never uploaded on them. But, this word is very precious. And we're living in a time where, like it says in Proverbs, where the Lord said, I reached difficulties just to do a video, or even upload a video. And Jake is disregarding that, and this is why it's so precious for us to be able to hear the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because soon it's going to be taken. And that's when people, Jake, are going to be wanting it, like a woman, now you want her. She's gone now, so now you want her, and you got this latest fiasco with these sellouts, these bug outs, these demons. All right, where they're blaspheming, they're teaching heresies, and the Lord is getting ready to remove his hand from off the streets, if you will, okay? Because Jake don't give a shit anyways, man. Jake is proud, they're simple, they're sottish, all right? And they love captivity. We hate it here, and we hasten for the kingdom to come. And every day, I pray that Yahweh Bashem Shai, brings prophecy, brings destruction upon Babylon, and we see it. We're ground level, we see the heathen, we deal with 2/3, we see the wickedness, and we're just waiting, we're waiting for the Lord to finally give the go-ahead, because the scriptures say no man knows the time, hour, or day. But this is why you see things. You got to see things in the spirit. You got to see things for what it is, because everyone around us is in that, that spiritual fog, the gross darkness, and also being in the days of Noah. And just like in the days of Noah, people were living their lives, as usual, until judgment came. And that's really what we're at right now. We're at the pinnacle of this thing, We're at the time where you're gonna you're gonna witness judgment from on high. Okay, and I was noticing as I was trying to upload, I had to look at it in the spirit and say, what, maybe, because at first I was like, well, it could be this, or it could be that, and I'm like, nah, this is just the times we're in. We're in different times now. Okay, where the Lord is tightening the grip. All right, the walk is getting narrower. Our devotion and dedication is increasing. One thing that I recommend, I speak for myself, the type of brother that I am. I recommend brothers to have a small circle. Because you're gonna start having people bug out, trying to get you out of the spirit. And ultimately, the Lord is proving us and testing us. But this is why a famine of hearing the word is near, because it's just on my spirit to keep going into that Proverbs, the 1st chapter. No man's regarding, You know, they're not regarding, they're not considering. You know, it's a very different time. And you gotta lock in, man. Okay, you gotta make sure that you're in the right spirit, in the right mindset. You know, be careful what you're giving your time to, because soon the Lord is gonna pull the plug on this readily available word. All right, now I'm a young brother, but when I first came in, okay, videos were 3 times a week. You know, make sure you at least got 3 videos, and now videos are going up daily, and not only daily, but videos are going up multiple times in a day. You know, there's times where I like to do a pre-recorded video and premiere it, and then when I get off from slavery to go, those are not being. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I got to update my phone, but I had spoken to a few elders, and other brothers have mentioned how they've been having issues. So it's just the times that we're in, and the first thing that came to my mind is the Lord is getting ready to take this word away, because niggas don't care, man. You know, and for some reason, man, my spirit is really stirred with 2/3 right now. You know, dealing with fucking niggas, man, and they don't care about the word. They don't give a shit about the captivity. You know, that's why when you see other guys, sister, brother, come here. Jake don't give a fuck about the black problems. Excuse me for my language, but it's just what it is, man. You know, I see Jake, I deal with Jake, and you just read them. You know, they're not upset. They don't want to get out of here. They don't want to hear the word. They don't give a shit. Okay? As long as they got their gold, their car, their shades, a bitch, some money, a nigga is content, man. And these are the same people that you're gonna see scrambling, looking for some information really available, because they disregarded it when they had a chance to regard it. Okay? And that's why the scriptures say in Jeremiah, for 4 kinds I've appointed over them. You know, a dog to tear, the sword to slay, and then the verse above that, it goes into, you know, if they come to thee, what will you tell them? You know, for death to death, famine to famine, captivity to captivity. This is the information that now Jake is going to have to deal with, okay? Because they don't care, all right? Jake doesn't care. And the latest fiasco, yet again, I'm going to mention it, that really showed you where Jake is at, man. A lot of you Israelite women, you still love your enemy. The Israelite man is still in league with the Gentiles. You know, you have no kingdom mind mentality. You don't have a superior spirit within you. So this is why you equate yourself